In this video, we'll show you how to set up, operate, and maintain the stallion8 SC and the Pony20 SCA carpet extractors. At NSS, we pledge to do everything we can to make sure your new extractor gives you dependable service year in and year out. NSS makes two major hard-working carpet extractors for deep cleaning and carpet restoration: the stallion8 SC and the Pony20 SCA. We're going to focus on the smaller model, the Stallion, first, because many of the same operating and maintenance features are shared by the Pony20 SCA. Be sure to read the operation manual closely for complete operating and maintenance instructions and for additional safety warnings. Never let anyone operate the machine who has not been trained. Always plug the machine into a grounded electrical outlet of correct voltage to avoid electrical shock. Never operate the machine outdoors with wet hands or in standing water, and always store indoors. To set up the Stallion8 SC after it's removed from its packaging, first make sure the two vacuum hoses are securely fitted into the elbows of the clear dome. Next, make sure the end of the drain hose is closed. And finally, make sure that the clear dome fits properly on top of the recovery tank. Now you're ready to fill the solution tank. Put a little water in the 8-gallon lower tank first, before adding cleaning solution to help dilute it and prevent excess sudsing. Then add cleaning solution and continue filling the tank with water to the proper dilution, as specified by the manufacturer. Use hot water according to your carpet manufacturer's recommendations, but never add water over 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This could damage components, such as the pump, valves, or seals. Every time you fill the solution tank, we recommend that you add at least 4 to 6 ounces of defoamer chemical into the recovery tank. Get into the habit of doing this every time. Always use defoamer to protect the vacuum motor. The machine is equipped with a 75-foot twist lock cord. Put the electrical contacts together and make a 1/8 turn. This locks them together so that your machine won't disconnect while you're working. Then thread the cord through the cord strain relief and attach the strain relief to the machine. Let's take a look at the control panel. A series of rocker switches control the solution pump, the vacuum motor, and the brush. In back is the intermittent switch. Push in to spray liquid onto the carpet. Release to stop spraying. There's also a circuit breaker that interrupts the power to the brush motor. If the brush becomes overloaded by deep pile carpet or hair and strings wrapped around the brush and shaft, it will draw too much current and the circuit breaker will trip. If this happens, check for obstructions in the brush and let the machine cool for about 2 minutes. Then, reset the circuit breaker and resume operation. The brush head assembly is called a floating brush and adapts to different carpet pile heights. Use this simple foot-operated mechanism to raise and lower the brush to the floor. Place your toe under this lever and lift up to put the brush on the floor in the floating position. Step on the lever to raise the brush off the floor. This self-contained machine is very maneuverable and cleans as you pull it, not push it across the carpet. The Stallion can clean up to 1,400 square feet per hour. That's twice as fast as most conventional extractors. Before extraction, always vacuum first to remove surface dirt and debris. For best results, pre-spray any heavily soiled areas first. You can use the machine to pre-spray heavy dirt areas by turning off the brush and tilting the machine as you spray. Or you can pre-treat using a spray pump container. But only spray the areas that you will scrub in 10 minutes or less. Check the operations manual for more information on removing and treating different kinds of stains. When you're ready to begin extracting, cover the perimeter first to get as close to the baseboards as possible. The left side of the machine can get closer to the wall than the right side of the machine because the belt is located on the right. Start on your left on one side and slowly work your way across the room in rows going away from the cord. Push the machine up to the wall as close as you can get and push and hold the button with your thumb to start spraying. Then begin to back up. About 12 to 18 inches before your stopping point, let your thumb up and continue to move backwards to recover the solution you've just applied. This will avoid leaving a wet spot. Push down on the machine handle to raise the vac shoe off the floor and move forward to the wall to begin your second path. Continue extraction as before, overlapping about 2 inches of your previous path. On an extremely dirty carpet, you may want to cover the room twice, once from each direction, lengthwise and widthwise. As you clean, keep an eye on the liquid level in the recovery tank. Empty the recovery tank as needed during operation. As a safeguard, the Stallion has a foam-activated float mechanism. As the water level rises, a ball will rise into this tube. When the upper tank is full, it will stop the airflow of the vacuum. It does not shut off the vacuum motor. It simply stops the airflow, and the operator can easily see that the carpet is not as dry as it once was, and that the recovery tank needs to be emptied. Of course, not every cleaning application is on the floor. There's also upholstery to consider. That's why there's a quick disconnect on the side of the Stallion, which provides solution for optional attachments. These include a 3-jet wand for more confined areas, a 3-inch single-jet upholstery tool, and a 5-inch stair tool. To connect these accessory tools, pull back on the collar, insert the hose fitting, and push it until it locks. Squeezing the lever opens the valve and lets the water spray. To recover the liquids, remove the hose from the dome of the machine and slide the accessory hose onto the wand and dome. Now the recovered liquids will go through the hose and into the tank. We've basically made a 15-foot extension of the spray bar and the vacuum shoe. This allows more freedom of movement. You can even leave the machine in the hallway and go from office to office and clean. When it's time to empty the dirty water, simply pinch the end of the hose as you move it to a 5-gallon bucket, a toilet, or a floor drain. Rinse the tanks after every use. It's important to take care of the machine to keep it running properly. With just a few simple steps, you can maintain the machine's performance and avoid costly repairs. Every time you run the machine, make it a habit to do these simple maintenance checks. If you reach the end of the workday and there are liquids in the solution tank, the easiest way to remove them is to use the accessory hose supplied with the machine. Remove the vacuum shoe recovery hose. Slide the accessory clean-out hose into its place and put the other end inside the solution tank. Turn on the vacuum motor to suction all the clean water into the recovery tank, where you can then dump it. After you have emptied the clean solution tank, add a 25% mixture of vinegar in warm water. Allow a gallon of that solution to be pumped through the system by doing this. Turn on the solution pump and press the intermittent switch. Water will spray through the jets. This will flush the solution lines and the pump, getting rid of any chemical residues that could affect the life of the machine. Failure to do so will reduce the amount of pressure and cause other problems, such as poor spray pattern and premature pump valve wear. Before proceeding with further maintenance, unplug the power cord from the outlet. Check the power cord and plug for damage. Always replace a damaged cord to prevent possible injury. Also, after every use, you will need to remove the spray tips from the spray bar to clean them. The stainless steel tips are easy to remove. Push them in slightly, make a quarter turn in either direction, and pull them right off. It's best to put these in a plastic or glass container with a 25% mixture of vinegar and water. Allow them to soak overnight. Most carpet extraction chemicals are alkaline and will combine with chemicals in the water to form a crust or residue. This causes clogs, streaking, and inconsistent spray patterns. Also, after every use, inspect the brush for buildup of carpet fibers, hair, and other materials. Pull them out of the bristles with special attention to each end of the brush roller. Buildup will cause a drag on the brush motor, which in turn will blow the circuit breaker.